Money is not earned, it's positioned. The system doesn't reward effort, it rewards understanding. You were taught to work for money, not to study the system that prints it. The truth is simple. Wealth was never about labor, it's about leverage. In this episode, we uncover how financial architecture really works, who designed it, why most remain trapped, and how to position yourself in the only place that matters, upstream of the transaction. Welcome to the Shadow Ledger. This is the corporate survival protocol, a philosophy for those who refuse to stay financially blind. Money is not real in the way you think it is. It is not wealth. It is not value. It is permission, a pass that grants temporary access to systems of control. You were taught that money is earned, but in modern finance, money is created by those who understand its architecture and destroyed by those who only use it. The game is not about accumulation, it is about position. Because in today's system, money flows not toward effort, but toward proximity to creation. The closer you are to the source, the less you need to work for it. The farther you are, the harder you must run, just to stand still. That is the hidden game of money. And most people are not players, they are liquidity. The problem, the financial mirage. Most people believe the economy is a marketplace. It is not. It is a system of engineered scarcity, designed to make dependency feel like opportunity. You are told to earn more, save more, invest safely. But these are instructions for participation, not power. Saving money in a high inflation environment is like storing water in a leaking bucket. You feel responsible. The system feels nothing. The illusion is psychological. You feel progress when you see your salary increase, your balance rise, your job title expand. But purchasing power erodes quietly. Your time to freedom ratio worsens each year. Meanwhile, those at the top don't trade time at all. They trade perception and policy. They use narratives, not effort, to shift capital. A tweet from a billionaire can move markets more than a lifetime of labor from 1,000 workers. The system keeps you engaged through the aesthetics of productivity. The dashboards, the metrics, the quarterly reviews. These are not mechanisms of growth. They are mechanisms of obedience. In the financial pyramid, the productive class believes they are climbing, but they are actually stabilizing the structure for those who already own it. Your hard work is collateral. Your belief is liquidity. Your ignorance is profit. The system, how money actually moves. To understand the hidden game, you must study its architecture. Money, in its modern form, is credit. It is not backed by gold, production, or labor. It is backed by confidence and policy. Central banks print money through debt issuance. Commercial banks multiply it through fractional lending. Corporations absorb it through leverage, mergers, and buybacks. Investors repackage it into instruments. And you, the worker, absorb its inflationary consequence. Each layer extracts value without producing tangible output. This is not corruption, it is design. The financial system is built to reward those who control the flow of capital, not those who create it. Let's map it. Central banks create liquidity through monetary policy. Investment banks channel that liquidity into financial assets. Corporations inflate their valuations to capture investment. Media and tech platforms generate narratives that sustain confidence. Consumers provide the data and demand that validates the illusion. Money is information, and the system rewards those who encode it, not those who spend it. Consider Wall Street's derivatives market. It generates trillions of notional value daily, yet produces nothing tangible. It monetizes volatility itself. Even chaos becomes profitable when you control the flow. The 2008 financial crisis didn't break the system. It revealed it. Risk was never eliminated. It was transferred, repackaged, and sold. The architects walked away richer. The workers inherited austerity. That's the rule. In every crisis, value doesn't vanish. It migrates. It moves from the unaware to the aware. That's not conspiracy. That's competence. The mindset. Thinking like a financial predator. To survive in this landscape, emotion is a liability. You must learn to view money as an algorithmic signal, not a moral construct. Stop asking what is fair. Ask what is functional. The post-Stoic strategist sees wealth as a network, not a possession. You don't have money. You hold access to liquidity within a dynamic system. The key is to increase your leverage while minimizing your visibility. Machiavelli would have thrived in this age because he understood optics as power. Today, financial success depends less on output and more on narrative positioning. Look at modern founders. Most unicorn startups are not profitable. Their valuation depends on story, the ability to shape perception before results exist. They raise capital from belief, not from performance. This is not manipulation, it's monetized psychology. To play the game, control your inputs. Consume information with precision. Most financial media exists to keep you reactive. Understand flow, not figures. Track where capital moves, not where it rests. Detach from possession. Assets are vehicles of leverage, not trophies. Design asymmetry. Create systems that generate compounding output from fixed input. Be invisible when possible. The strongest financial position is anonymity with control. Emotional discipline is your greatest hedge. You don't need to predict the market. You need to observe the architecture that moves it. Because volatility is not your enemy. Dependence is. You must stop playing the game as a consumer and start thinking like liquidity. The system cannot extract what it cannot detect. The shift. Reclaiming financial awareness. Most people chase freedom through income. The strategist builds freedom through structure. You can't escape a game you don't understand, and you can't win a game you refuse to play. The hidden game of money is not about greed. It's about geometry, the shape of systems, who builds them, who feeds them, and who controls the exits. Wealth is no longer stored in vaults. It's stored in data, intellectual property, algorithmic influence, and strategic attention. Every click, every purchase, every habit, these are modern taxes of awareness. The real rich are not chasing luxury. They are buying control of time, of assets, of narrative. They move quietly because in finance, visibility invites predation. You will never outwork those who print value. You can only outthink them by understanding how value migrates. Here is the shift. Stop worshipping money as reward. See it as language. It speaks only to those fluent in systems. Your task is not to hustle harder. It is to move closer to creation, to become part of the structure where capital originates. That could mean ownership of code, intellectual rights, automated systems, data flows, or scalable media. Each step reduces dependence. Each system you build or align with, even small, places you nearer to the financial source. Each proximity, effort stops being survival. It becomes calibration. That's when you understand the truth. Money is not the game. It is the signal that the game is being played around you. When you see that clearly, you stop running after money. You start redesigning your position within its flow. That awareness is the real wealth. Because once you understand how money moves, you realize it was never moving toward you. It was always moving through you. And your task now is to decide whether you remain the current or become the current's designer.